Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and help me everything.
I'll let Dunbar drive.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
What case notes?
Please let me go.
We can't do that, Miss Lowell. Mr. Brown wants you should see the fight. It's only the third round.
I'll go back. Just let me go by myself.
Mr. Brown is mad already. We lost him for 2 minutes.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
I've changed my mind. I don't want to see the fights. I want to call a cab.
Call a kid. Mr. Brown,
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Brothers, Pinker?
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you when you're ready.
The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force. Kiss the blood, BD.
Black Dahlia.
Yes, I know, sir. Lieutenant, he's off duty, but he's still in his office. I know. What day is bringing you, Roger? Well, it's good to see you relax.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger.
Anything urgent?
No skin under the fingernails.
Anything urgent, I leave to my subordinates. There's some good fence and cigars in the thanks. No, I'm off cigars. Brandy. My doctor's got me off everything worth living.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Complete disregard of the taxpayers' money.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on now?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand. The audio is the big combo.
she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
General Hospital. She's dying.
May as well follow the trail.
You take her to the prison court now. Hello, Lieutenant. This is Mr. Brown.
Antonia. Huh, same as the library card.
Mr. Brown.
Joe, tell the man I want her out.
Mr. Brown, I'd like to have Miss Lowell released. He'll put her in a private hospital. Is he a relative? Not exactly. Married to her. Just a personal friend. Yeah, visiting days are Tuesdays and Fridays. I don't know how you two got in here. You can get out before you go.
Man, not that excited.
Mr. Brown is a very reasonable man. You don't know him. Oh, is he? Well, I'm not. And I intend to make life very difficult for your Mr. Brown. You shouldn't talk like that, Lieutenant. Authority.
Joe, the man has reason to hate. Salary's $96.50 a week. The busboys in my hotel make better money than that. Don't you see, Joe? He's a righteous man. Personal feelings mean nothing to him.
You catch all the
My
good
girl's
ones,
dying in
folks.
a public hospital, and I want her out.
She's under arrest, Mr. Brown.
What's the charge?
Homicide.
Ridiculous. She would kill five.
Tried to kill herself.
Is that a crime?
It happens to be against two laws, God's and man's. I'm booking her
Unless
under
the
second.
subject,
Still a man if he
unless the
puts her on
suspect
trial.
was drinking, I would doubt it.
Alicia. Alicia.
Susan.
Stay away from the prisoner, Mr. Brown.
Susan, you all right?
Brown, stay where you are.
Susan. Joe. Tell him I'm gonna break him so fast he won't have time to change his pants. Tell him the next time I see him, he'll be down in the lobby of the hotel crying like a baby and asking for a $10 loan. Tell him that. Tell him I don't break my word.
You must have done something pretty fine to get as high as you are, Mr. Brown. I'm looking into that. I'm going to open you up and I'm going to operate. I hate to think of what I'll find.
But I tell you, Joe, a righteous man.
Miss Lowell. Do you hear me, Miss Lowell?
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
My name is Diamond. I'm a detective.
Let me alone.
I have to ask you certain questions and you'll have to answer them.
I feel so cold. Can't they turn on the heat?
Can you get some hot coffee, please?
If you'd get up and walk, you'll not sit off.
I want to go to sleep. Just let me sleep.
On it goes.
Just take some.
Everyone's kind.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Take a little of it. That's it.
It's good.
Why did you try to kill yourself?
I don't know why. I can't remember. Please let me go to
Were you
sleep.
jealous? Is that why? Was there another woman?
Please, please.
There was another woman, wasn't there?
Just
You mentioned her name, Alicia. Is that right?
Probably John Marston's
What about
hat.
Alicia? Was Mr. Brown seeing Alicia?
No, I don't know. I don't know who she is.
How do you know her name?
I don't know.
You must know. You kept repeating it. Where'd you first hear it?
I saw it
Where'd you see it? On a letter?
in his apartment. It was raining outside, and there was a mist on the window. He was writing a name on it with his finger like this. Moist glass. Alicia. And when he saw me, he erupted out. Oh, I'm so cold.
Where's Alicia now? Did you ask him?
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
What was that?
Oh, diesel trucks going by. It's almost morning. Was Brown upset when you asked him about Alicia?
I don't know any Alicia. Don't touch me. Go away. Please go
You
away.
think you're the right, respectable girl you were 4 years ago. You're not. Attempted suicide. You're under arrest. You could be sentenced to jail for 6 months.
Nurse, may I have some water, please?
Miss Lowell, answer one question.
No.
Who Who is Alicia?
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
There's a man downstairs.
Like it was drawn with a dice.
Already? You know what
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall.
Means you may have the body. Mr. Brown may have it.
Where are you taking us?
We're gonna find out who Alicia is. I want you to pick up everyone who works for Brown. Pick up Brown.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
He's crazy. Who? Diamond, he's crazy.
The trail points
What
up.
happened, McClure? When they picked us up, I mentioned your name. You know what they said? Quit shaking. What do you ask? The girl's name. That's all he could answer.
Right,
Just
Mike?
kept asking me this girl's name.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here.
What girl?
What's the significance?
He's crazy.
I don't know. Alice something or another. Alicia, that's what it was. Alicia. What'd you tell him? Exactly what I know. Nothing. That's right, Fatty. You know nothing. Absolutely nothing. Don't forget it. I got a right to make a phone call.
What do you want to call?
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown's a little busy right now in conference with Mr. Diamond.
You know, legally, I don't have to submit to this test. I know. We appreciate your cooperation, Mr. Brown.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
You say no, I have a lot of questions to ask you. Maybe sitting
Clearly
in the
wants
chair
us to
for
find these things. He left them for us.
lying in a few minutes. Go ahead, now, let's get over
There you go, Phelps. You got a new MO.
Picking me up for
told
peddling
you
without a license. You could have known something better than that, Lieutenant.
Son of a bitch wants her identified.
Suspicion of murder, but we had
Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Now, I'm going to say one word at a time. Most of them won't mean a thing to you. But I want you to say whatever pops into your head. Like if I say sweet,
I say sugar.
if I say police,
I say 9650.
apple,
Pear.
blue,
Ocean.
brown.
Mr. Brown. Only my friends call me Brown.
Water.
Whiskey.
Gun.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
If he's got a confession,
Snow. White.
and, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
What was the name again?
A woman's name. Alicia.
No.
No one.
I said no. You say it again.
You know Alicia, don't you?
Sure.
Who is she?
2-year-old filly that broke her leg in the train of stakes. What's that for that?
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer
You
needs
heard
help.
Alicia
Shots
Martin.
fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place.
Mr.
Unit
Brown
to
is
handle
scared of a
current
horse. Who is she? What does she mean to you?
That's a crime. Book me. Book me small change.
All right, take him out, Sam. To the bullpen? No. Back to the gutter.
Mr. Brown is a very influential citizen. I've got 14 calls from the commissioner today. The 15th call. One more call and I'm out. Leonard, what were you doing? Just give me one possible explanation. That's all I ask.
I was following a lead. I was being logical.
96 false arrests. How am I going to explain?
You only have to explain 95.
Sorry. Can I help
Sam,
you?
what'll I do with
LAPD,
Leonard?
ma'am.
Tell me
Detective
what
Phelps
to do.
and Galloway.
Just give me
Does
another
Mrs. Maldonado
18,000
live
for a
here?
Brown case.
Yes, she does.
The Brown,
This
case
is Barbara
closed.
LaPentia, the owner of this boarding house.
The end. No
Is
more.
there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives.
Hey, Sam.
It's this way.
What was the name of that wood we failed to pick up?
Ralph Bettini.
How long ago did he drop out of sight?
About 7 years ago. Why?
That's about the same time that Grazie left the country and Brown took over.
Yeah. So?
Take a look at that graph. See how it jumped after he said Bettini? Bettini's was the only warrant we failed to serve.
He hasn't been around for years. Maybe he's dead.
No, he's not. I checked the morgue. The files. There's nothing.
Why don't you go home? Get some rest.
I've got a call to make first.
Leonard, Peterson meant what he said. You cross him means we're both out.
What can we lose? 96.50.
The light is so dim in here, it'll take me ages to find some skills.
Look at that. Someone's turned the place over.
Or she's as childish as me. But at least my room is clean, somewhat.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Perhaps someone, and I'm not mentioning names, took it too.
Not on nerve.
Hi, Rita.
What's on your mind? As if I didn't know.
Thought maybe we could go dancing.
I've been dancing, Lieutenant. Furthermore, you haven't been around here for 6 months. And furthermore, if you want a date, do what the others do. Call me first.
Further to my previous correspondence of August 7th, I'm willing to address that your petition to be a court state been accepted and a court date scheduled. Your case, docket number 98765, will be heard on September 17th. Consult your husband.
Lieutenant, either put me or let go my arm. Leonard. Leonard!
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
Take me to the party.
You know how those Phelps.
You're a beautiful girl, Rita. But you're stupid.
So someone broke in using
anything
this thing
nice without
instead of a crowbar. I wonder where it was
Why do
taken
you waste
from.
your time with a cop?
Could get me a nice rich hoodlum. You should be able to recommend one with your connections.
What is there about a hoodlum that appeals to certain women?
Hoodlums, detectives. Woman doesn't care how a man makes his living. Only how he makes love. Who is she, Leonard? I'm stupid, Leonard. About everything but men. Them, I know. Give me my shoes. I'm going home. Put them on.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no.
When she hurts you again, baby.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That brat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
I'm having a drink.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17.
I enjoy it.
He was cruel to her. Very cruel.
What are we so cheerful about today?
Little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What's wrong with it?
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
White doesn't please
She
me.
left around 9.
Woman dresses for a man.
Do you know where she went?
I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar.
I fell in love with you.
She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You know what I've been doing? What's been happening?
You've had a break-in?
All sorts of things.
No. That can't be true.
I didn't ask you before. You were sick.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs.
What's the time to
Lepenti.
tell you?
What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Detective. 93rd Precinct. He put you for 3 hours in the hospital. What did he tell you?
So Antonia lost her keys and used the iron bar to jimmy the
Her
back
name was
window?
Alicia.
Who's she?
I don't know.
I heard a noise in the early hours of the
very
morning.
insistent.
I thought it might
What's her
be a
name again?
raccoon at the milk bottles.
Alicia.
It'd be very bad for
Doesn't make
business if
sense.
this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Susan, tell me, come on.
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring
Susan.
and a
What are you
necklace.
trying to do? Drive me nuts?
Always wore a religious necklace.
What do you want, Susan? Tell me.
That's about all of her
Anything
jewelry.
you want, tell me. Nothing. Anything at all.
What about her bracelet?
Anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
Lieutenant, Deanna Caldwell Academy was in
She
that
never
month,
wore it. He
She just
gave
said
it
read
to
it. She
her.
wants to see him and said
So
you
it's
know
kept in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, man. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that postman of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at us, or we can check out the El Dorado.
If you're looking for readers, here's an address. Thanks.
Maldonado residence
time getting
first.
here.
Oh, come on. I've had a bad day. Don't give me any more.
But I've got to tell you it's not.
Can you drive to this one?
Pitching half the town. There's a big mat on you and it's burning all over.
A nosy old hag?
Putting a price on you, but it's a vacation.
And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wife line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
Are you trying to get yourself killed in it?
Brown doesn't kill to get what he wants. He buys.
Then you better sell out or start running.
Well, you're really worried about me.
A little.
That's enough.
It's a lot from me. It's music. Leonard.
Yeah?
When will I see you again?
Well, if I'm not dead, you'll find where I always am, in jail. When's he gonna wake up? Christmas?
Shoot me with my own gun. That's what gets me. Fanny, let me wake him up.
Leave him alone. Mr. Brown doesn't want to draw any blood or show any marks. Now, talk to Mr. Brown. Let me have it, Fanny. 2 minutes is all I need.
We need to go around to
What
the
for?
front.
I want to ask him one question. All right, go ahead. It's all yours. But first, hey, Fanny, we're friends. You don't hold up with Brown. Hey, Mr. Brown pay you? You're not Mr. Brown. For Mr. Brown, I'd snatch a judge from a superior court for a chocolate soda. Same goes for Mingo. Right, Mingo?
Yeah.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Take our boy by
For
surprise.
Mingo, too. What? 100 each.
Hey, what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Mingo.
Thanks, Fan.
I got it.
Now, ask him a question.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there.
I asked you a question. Why did you pick me up?
Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
I'm talking to you. Answer me.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
There he is, Mr. Brown. I was softening him up for you. I did a pretty good job.
I told you not to touch him.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
Will Joey, one please look under the fridge.
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors.
Frigidaire. Here's one of their current Frigidaires.
We're gonna give the lieutenant a little concert. That's it. Too loud, turn it down.
Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked.
Can you hear me, Lieutenant? Just want to ask you one question, and then you can go. What are you looking for? Maybe I can help you. What about Alicia?
No good to me.
What's your information? Arresting all my friends. Phony warrants. What's behind it?
Just picked fruit market.
Bingo, try it.
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
You can bet he
Stop it,
does.
Lieutenant. What about Alicia?
Why don't you ask yourself?
Nice break with the kid on drums.
The El Dorado
Real crazy.
must be a family favorite.
You like crazy drums, Lieutenant? Have a good time.
This will take some explaining.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Andy's leaving. Driving around with him.
Think Mr. Diamond
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
20% alcohol. Fine.
Thanks.
Come down here and hold his head, Matty.
Are you ready to decorate?
No good. Nobody here.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD, were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated. And I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Let him go. Shove him off.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Look at that
Yes.
drunken cop.
Yes, I
Isn't that a
did.
shame?
Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No, I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well-executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
What are you doing here? Well. You're drunk. I congratulate. Come in. Call him. Grab one of my own officers. Slug him. Torture him. He were all right. Let me tell you something.
Alicia.
Well, that's a start. Let's go to work on Brown.
I'd like to start by picking up Brown and Company.
No, you can't. They outsmarted you. Take a look in the mirror. There's not a mark on you. You were drunk. You came here on your own. That's the defense. And that's airtight, Leonard. That's why Brown delivered you here. His chief witness is me, Peterson. Sorry, Leonard. Alicia. You don't know if it's a horse, a boat, or a girl. What else have you got?
You know the way. You can drive.
Bettini, heavy arrow. Where does he fit in?
He sent Warren. He was the only one we couldn't pick up. Turned up again on Brown's line detector.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
Before Brown. Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finis Brown urgently requested presence in Central. A new letter is inbound. It didn't fit in with Brown's new setup.
11K, en route.
None of the old crowd did. Bettini didn't wait around and get himself killed. Turned honest citizen. Changed his name, went into hiding.
You know where?
I did him a favor once. Could have put him away for something he didn't do. I let it pass. He didn't deserve it, considering all the times he was guilty. I didn't have the evidence.
Well, tell me where to find him.
He's scared, Leonard. Too scared to talk.
If he's that scared, he'll listen.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Hankins.
Boys, come on in. Ghost. Have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir. This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of the cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
Let me turn off this.
We're checking all the spares back 24 hours regardless.
Good. Nice old people in the building. Okay.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Make it easier.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
One shot ought to do it.
You're not going to die, Mr. Bettini.
I got no money to offer.
I got something to offer
Keep
you.
upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Mr. Brown didn't
That's
send
why
me.
we called
My
you
name
in.
is Diamond,
You think it's
Lieutenant
original?
Diamond, 93rd Precinct.
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this
You
nut
help
job's
me.
poem?
No, I
can
like
put
Shelley.
your nightmare away.
It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
I can't even help
You
myself.
see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
I'm looking for
Sure,
a
but
name.
what does it got to do with the
Alicia.
case?
You ever hear of her?
Prometheus
Mean
Unbound.
anything to you?
Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
Miss Brown's wife.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
2 years
We
later,
have the
she's
husband
all
in
right.
custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Brown got tired of him. So we got rid of him.
Take your time, Mr. Bettini.
Bronco, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case.
He was on Grazi's boat. 3 days out for Portugal.
What are we waiting for?
This year, came to the table drunk.
The doctor's office.
Brown told him to go sleep it
Mind
off.
coming here and doing your job
She
for a
called him
second?
name. Grazia laughed. Brown. I remember the look on Brown's face.
Oh, let's get moving.
Then he hit her. And she got up from the table and she pulled off
Improved
her
your
wedding ring
attitude,
and took her
Angel?
off.
What do you want me to say?
Grunt to her
I was
finger.
with Antonia the night she
She pulled
died,
it off and threw it in
but
your
she left the apartment. That was the last time I saw her.
Then what?
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel.
How do you know?
went after her. I think you killed her.
I know Brown.
You're
I
out
know
of your
Brown
mind.
too, that's no evidence.
My brother will tell you I was at home.
Then who was the
Husband's
ship's
alibi.
anchor?
What about it?
We stopped at the Azores.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
She was
I know
murdered,
this
then
looks bad.
tied to the ship's anchor and
But
dropped
it's
into
not
the
true.
sea.
I don't
We
know which
argued,
came
all right?
first.
But she
I
went out
jumped
and I
ship
went out
and
after
with
her.
Brandon.
She jumped in a car on the
Who was the
corner.
skipper?
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver.
Some sweet.
It was too dark.
What was his name?
But the car. It was a brown
I never
Ford
talked
coupe.
to the man.
What did he look like?
When we found your
The
wife, her
uniform
jewelry
looks
had
in
been
the
removed.
uniform.
Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Important, Mr. Bettini. If the
I think
anchor
he
was
killed
used,
her,
the skipper
stripped
would
the
surely
body
know.
of jewelry, and then went back to her apartment for the bracelet.
Paid off. Or
You should get it
killed
better
her.
than that. The
I'm
sun is
trying.
getting to your
Please try
head.
to remember his name.
Go away, leave me alone.
Attorney's letter.
7 years I don't talk to nobody.
Oh my goodness.
You don't
Come
believe
with
me?
me, Mr. Bettini.
Shit!
go to hell.
Shit.
You're locking me up?
The next stranger who comes in won't be from the police. You'll be safer with us. You better pack your things.
I got them all on me.
I'm such a retard.
Except this. How come a nice guy like you is a cop?
Just lucky, I guess.
You like antiques, officer?
Who can afford them?
If you're a captain on a boat bound for Portugal,
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with
you
anchor.
keep your mouth shut. You can buy a lot of antiques. Maybe a whole store full.
Boys,
Yes, my love, that is what I've
Come
been
on in.
telling you for the last 5 minutes, but you don't
have
listen.
you met Finnish Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir. This
This
information is confidential and doesn't
Don't
leave
listen to
this
broken
room.
in
The new letter was left in the backseat of the cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the stairs back 24 hours regardless.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new.
I won't
A
take much
poem,
of your time, Mr.
hand
Dwyer.
typed.
I just want to ask you a few
You
questions.
mind if I take a look?
Please. It's about a
Go
large
ahead.
purchase you
We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Unless it goes in the red.
This purchase was made in 1946.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
I'm sorry I was not in business then. So I can't help you.
I was hoping you'd have some record. It's about the purchase of an anchor.
Keep upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
In 1946, you were skipper of a private boat.
That's why we called you
bound
in.
from New York
You think it's
Harbor to
original?
Lisbon, Portugal. On the way you stopped at the Azores.
Not unless he's a
I wanted you
genius.
anchor. Why?
You like this nut job's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley.
Try
Sure,
it
I do
harder.
that.
You don't know me, I'm very
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what does it got to do with the case?
Now being operated by a Mr.
Prometheus
Brown.
Unbound.
Mr. Brown.
Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
Because I have lunch with them.
Dahlia
For God's
guy.
sake, why can't I skip
I have
them?
lunch
Your
with
guess
them.
is as good as mine.
Democratic.
One thing for sure
I
is that
even
he's
have lunch with
educated.
you.
What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers.
Me,
She
Dryer.
said his
You,
fiendishly
Dryer,
clever and
borrowed
takes
the money
pleasure
from
in
the
compliments.
Bolomac Corporation.
What's happening with the
Bolomac
Maldonado
Corporation
case?
is Brown, or Brown.
You have the
and Bronson.
husband in custody.
Mr.
We
Brown
haven't
doesn't
interviewed
pay
him.
money for nothing.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and
What
see
makes
if
you
we
so
can break him.
valuable to Mr. Brown? What do you have on him?
My name is Niels Dryer. I live at 821 Mason Avenue. That is all I have to tell you.
You know, Mr. Dryer, things changed since I walked in here. Brown knows I'm here. He knows I'm talking to you.
I said nothing.
But Brown doesn't know that. In exchange for information, Mr. Dryer,
Hey, Cole.
I'll give you protection.
Get moving.
I'll do better than that. I'll put you in jail.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
The man in the next cell happens to
Last
have a gun.
contact with
I was with
victim
Antonia the night she died.
Sweet, thank
But she left the apartment. That was the last time I saw her.
How did you get in here, sir?
So your wife paid you a visit last night.
I'm late.
What time was that?
If you'll excuse me.
Late, around
To dry the
midnight,
secret you
maybe?
think keeps you safe
She
will
didn't
blow
stay
up in your
long.
face.
You're lying,
You're
Angel.
dealing with
You went after her.
a ruthless
I
man.
think you killed her.
You're out of
Mr.
your mind.
Diamond, I was a seaman
Her brother
for
will
30
tell you I was at
years.
home.
I went to sea aged 14. I've seen storms, I've seen gunfire, I've seen torpedoes. I've been wrecked not once, 4 times. On a raft, 37 days, nothing but
We have a
water.
witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this
I'm not
was
scared of anyone, including you.
But it's
so
not true.
Get out.
We argued, all right? But she went out, and I went out after her.
You change your
and
mind,
jumped in a
Mr.
car in
Dry.
the
Just
corner.
from the
There was a car
93rd
waiting for
precinct,
her?
I'll send a squad
Can
car
you
for
describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car. It was a brown Ford coupe.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it.
Hello?
She didn't like the message.
Hello?
She kept it locked
Hello?
up in that box of hers.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept the divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag.
Sit down.
Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8.
He had a gun,
What
didn't he,
difference
Patty?
does that make?
He had a gun, all right, mister. I told you to go without guns. Which one of you changed
Your
my
wife
mind?
has been brutally murdered.
How many gun?
So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that?
Well, he pulled a gun on me. What do you want me to do?
Your kind of brain, there was nothing else you could do.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm going to have you charged.
Go do what you
My
ordinarily do.
brother.
They ask questions, say nothing.
He said some
And you
bad
get
things
upstairs, go
about
to bed, stay
Antonia
there.
last night.
You've been sick, you understand?
So
Sick.
I had to sock him one.
And if they take you to
We
police
got into
headquarters,
it.
shoot
Keep
yourself in the
talking.
head. You'll make everything a lot
She
simpler.
came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street.
Joe.
But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
Why did you do it, Joe?
One last question.
Told you he pulled a gun on me.
Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
Killing is very personal.
No.
Once it gets started, it's hard to stop.
To me.
You're not in the
I can
clear by
understand
any
if you were
means.
trigger-happy
Angel.
punk,
You're
but you're
going
not.
back into a cell.
You're an
You should
experienced
think about
man,
whether
Joe.
you have anything else you need to share with
Why
us.
did you do it?
I guess I'm getting too old to handle a gun.
Yeah. Maybe you're just getting too old, Joe. You don't like me much, do you? You figure when Grazzi left the country, you should have taken over instead of me. Isn't that it?
No, the job's too big for me.
Yeah. You say that, but you don't mean it.
You don't think it's strange that all these murders are happening to girls who've been out drinking?
No. A broad drinks, she gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that, and she ends up in an alleyway. It's a sad story, but this town's seen it play out 1,000 times, fellas.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects for every one of these murders. We don't need to go looking for the monster under the bed.
But you didn't hesitate to use it on Drive. Why?
Give me a break.
Because he was a little man, Joe. Like you, a little man. You got a soft job and good pay.
Another letter?
Stop thinking about
I
what
thought
might
the
have
letter
been.
was from a nut.
Who knows?
These letters,
He lives to die.
Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine.
It's all
From
Joe.
him.
Now he sent another.
I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? Fucking case just nozzled away his guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America
evidence
What can I
just
get
today.
you?
It's all right.
LAPD.
Possible, sir.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
What do you got?
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the
Briar's
agency.
life insurance.
Did you have a woman in here last
Why would an
night?
accident
21
keep
years
a log?
old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
Briar was a very
We have a
meticulous
lot of
man.
ladies
Kept
like
a
that in
complete
here.
record of everything in
But
his
yeah, I know
shop.
who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Shot in the summer of 46. You'll
Hell
find
no.
him then.
She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in the bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar.
Sam, get the DA's office.
show
Get
you.
a warrant for Brown's arrest.
On what charge?
Arson.
I got a court order issued this morning. It says that all the deeds, papers, and properties of this shop belong to me. Dreyer had 20%. The Bullamac Corporation had the rest, and I'm the Bullamac Corporation. So what do you do?
Not
Horse
even proxy.
I bought them
Did
out.
you open them?
Why should the Bullamac Corporation
No
be
need
interested
to.
in burning that
She was
ship's log?
shouting
Why?
about it and waving the letter
Liquidation of
around.
assets.
Said she was going to show him.
It's hardly a crime.
I'll wait until I can put you on trial for murder.
Whose murder, Lieutenant?
Mine, if necessary.
Don't push too hard.
It's my sworn duty to push too
Can
hard.
you remember what
I'm
jewelry
an
she
elite
was
fellow
wearing?
for the U.S.
She
You'd
had
like
a
to be me.
necklace.
You'd
Some
like to
kind
have
of
my
religious
organization,
thing, I
my
think.
influence, my fix.
The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took
think
the
it's
beer
funny?
he
It's
served
not.
her and cried into it all night.
Personality.
What time did
You
she
haven't got it,
leave?
Lieutenant. You're a cop.
Can't say for sure.
Slow, steady, intelligent.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Oh, the big
Take
can
it
for a girl
easy.
you can't have.
She wanted a cab, okay?
First is first.
My
second
phone was
is
out
nobody.
of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try
Hang on,
that.
Sam.
She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off her face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Come in.
Go away, please.
It'll only be a minute, Miss Lowe.
Why here? Can't it wait?
No.
Well, what is it, please?
I've come to ask you a favor.
Do I owe you one?
I want you to leave Mr. Brown.
I've asked you to leave, Mr. Diamond. Oh, if you don't, I will.
You think this is meek? Miss Lowe, you think these are the skins of little wild animals sewn together for your pleasure? You're mistaken.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the
These
market.
are skins of human beings, Miss Lowe.
Could have come here from the start.
Beaten, sold, robbed, doped, and murdered by Mr. Brown.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
All you have to do is walk out.
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Strange, blind,
not much.
backward maze.
I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Well, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
I can't buy that, Miss Lowe. Not in a
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady.
I keep telling myself.
Her husband went apeshit one day when we got to talking to her.
Is that
She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer the driver, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
What is it?
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think.
was Alicia.
She seemed to know the guy.
You might ask him what happened.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem?
Yeah, just shh.
Who is it?
Susan.
It's only 10:30. The concert that dull?
No wonder it stays open late at night.
Keep your hands off
People
me.
have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff
I want to
before
talk
we
to
get
you.
back out there.
Not now, later.
No, now.
Come here, I want to show you something.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
My bank. I could have built this vault in my apartment, but that would have been too obvious. We don't take checks. We deal strictly in cash. There isn't anybody I would trust with so much temptation except myself. Or maybe you.
Trust me.
See the concert.
Nobody.
And nobody by the name of Diamond.
Then why do you ask? You know everything. There's one thing Mingo and Fanty can't tell you. Whether I still love you.
What did Diamond tell you?
253.
That he's in love with me?
Diamond in love? That's not possible. Any more than this clever machine.
The machine gave me a strange present.
Why was it a pair of handcuffs?
I want to meet her. I want to meet her
Mary,
wife,
Mother
Mr.
of
Brown.
God.
You can't.
Why? Because she's dead?
No, she's alive. She's living in Sicily in Grazie's house. This was taken a month ago. Came one of her letters.
Why did she send it to you?
She wants to come back.
Why did you leave her?
I don't want to talk about it.
I do.
Can't you let me hold on to some pride?
I lost all mine with you.
I cut someone who was already dead.
I was in love with her.
It's a typical power.
Prison gun.
Once the stiff is
for her,
dead,
and I worked my
the
way
creep
up.
usually feels they
All I
can
had
do
was
whatever
guts.
they like.
Money and influence.
Must have seen it
I got
during
respect
the
from
war.
everybody but her.
This
She did
brute
anything she
skull
could to
punk
humiliate me.
gets about 10 seconds.
She was always
to
drunk,
explain
flirting with
it
other
to
men.
the whole fucking
I tried to straighten her out. I took her on the boat trip when Grazia had to go to Sicily. The day after we docked, she disappeared. I spent months looking for her. What do you think she was? Living in Grazia's house. He was a bigger man than me. Now you know who Alicia is.
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
Well, good evening, Mr. How are you? How you been?
Lonely, friend, lonely.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Mr. Terrorist, would you like to go
Hit it.
there?
Clean this asshole off the road.
Tell me what he does with his evenings.
You should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Right on the dot. I miss it.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Yeah? No.
Outstanding
wait.
job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I paid the fee in the personal visit myself and remind them a crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand
Mr.
jury.
Brown wants Noire filled tonight.
I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
5 stars. Now let's look for some novels, then I'll finish them. Then the movie will be finished.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggies? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show? Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that jab-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Now let's go look for some novels in free roam.
Tired of waiting. So why?
What are you gonna do?
Close the case. I know how you feel. Nobody knows how another person feels.
Don't let it settle.
Nah, maybe not.
Do me a favor. Take off your gun. I treated her like a pair of gloves. I was cold. I called her up.
Don't blame yourself. People are crazy.
I saw the papers this morning. I'm sorry. Terribly, terribly sorry.
Why, that it wasn't me? Say what you came to say.
I left Mr. Brown.
You're a little late.
Brown killed the girl in your apartment.
You're behind the wheel.
Sit down. If you know you've gone,
He will. I opened his private vault.
why?
I wanted to help you if I could.
What does he keep in the vault?
Guns and money.
It's no crime to have money or even to have a gun, only to use it.
I saw something else.
What?
Something about Alicia.
Can you prove that she was murdered?
No. I can prove that she's alive.
What are you talking about?
She's living in Sicily with Grazzi.
It's impossible.
She sent this to Brown.
It's Alicia, all right. Years older than her photograph taken on the boat. She must be alive. This photo was never taken in Sicily. There's snow on the ground.
Yeah, same girl. Sure changed since the other picture.
Could that be a fake?
No, sir. This was made with an ordinary wide-angle lens. Now, judging from the scope,
Now, can you tell me when the picture was taken?
paragraph paper, what does that mean? Wasn't on the market till a year and a half ago.
She wants a 5-star. God,
See
this
that
guy
highway
must have
marker
escaped
for
from
the
the loony
fence?
bin.
No, I can't, but I'll check it right away for you.
Would you do it quickly, please? Leonard, Alicia's alive. There's no murder, no case. We may have an even stronger case. I've been in touch with our overseas military intelligence. They've been looking for Grazzi for years, not to be found. No record that he ever got to Sicily.
What about Bettini's story?
Bettini was right about a murder taking place on the boat. He was just wrong about the identity of the victim.
Wait a minute. Spell that out.
No, I've been looking for the wrong murder. Brown didn't kill his wife. He killed his boss, Grazzi. And that's why our intelligence couldn't find him. Grazzi is at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, tied to an anchor.
Beautiful theory, Lenny.
The guy that was pretending to be dead.
Except for one small item. You can't prove it. You have no witness.
Oh, you got it, Frank. Let's see.
225A.
25A. Do you know where that is?
I can find it in 2 hours. The one-lane gravel road that curves west from the coast highway.
My name is Anna Lee Jackson.
Are you sure you never took an ocean voyage?
Well, if I had, I certainly would have remembered.
You really have a way with flowers.
Thank you. He's a stock.
Beautiful, all of them. How do you do it?
Oh, you have to love them. They know the difference. Oh, my goodness. Caterpillar. Eating the buds.
Why didn't you kill it?
Oh, I couldn't kill anything. I can't even cut these flowers. Want to see them? They've got to come here where they're alive. Not withering and dying in the vase.
You feel that pretty strongly, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
I can tell you why you feel that way.
Can you?
Because you saw your husband murder a man named Grazzi. I'll spell the name for you. Grazzi. Grazzi. Photograph it. Taken 7 years ago. You have it.
Out of the car! Police!
Please drive carefully!
Now listen to me, Alicia. Brown, unfortunately, is not a caterpillar. He doesn't eat flowers, he devours people. I had a friend, girl, 24 years old. She was murdered last night. Brown thought he was killing me. Didn't even know her name. I don't want to hear anymore, please. You're sick. You're sick, all right. Right. Now you're under arrested and you have nothing more to fear. You know that because you are perfectly sane.
I'd rather be insane than alive. Insane. I'm dead.
Hurts. If you can move it, it's not broken. But it hurts. Take a drink. I took a drink. It still hurts. Take another.
I heard he's an honest cop.
Well, good news. Big news. Brown is finished. Police found Alicia. She's going to spill her guts to the grand jury. I said Brown's washed up. Finished off the map.
Post-war boom.
That means nothing. Grazzi says that's something. There ain't no Grazzi. He's dead. Since when? 7 years. I've seen cablegrams. Brown sent those cablegrams. Brown killed him. Brown kept them
Oh, you think that's funny? Driving off and leaving me behind?
Chaperoning this Miss Lowell.
Sorry.
She is. She's helping the police. Brown has lost his charm. What would you suggest? Kill him.
On a picnic table. Again.
Kill him tonight, not tomorrow. Mr. Brown will be dead soon. For his long double cross. But if we do it now fast, it would save a lot of people a lot of trouble. Being more solid than ever. Bound for Brown and Whitners and all his crazy dames, I'm gonna show you two guys how to be men. Start all over. Slow.
Black Dahlia and White Rose.
Now, Mr. Brown, how do you feel now? Not so big, huh? You took my job. You took my hotel. You thought you could push me right off the earth. You punk. You accountant. You bookkeeper. Let him have it. Let him have it now. Right now.
What's the matter? You fellas gone loony? I'm McClure. Can't you see me? This is McClure. Don't do it, Mingo. I'll give you dough. All the dough I got, 10,000, 20,000, everything.
You can drive.
No, Fanny. Don't do it. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown. Tell him not to do it. I'll do anything they want. I'll go away. You'll never see me again. Please, Mr. Brown. Don't just stand there and kill me. Please, Mr. Brown. I don't want to die. Tell him. Please tell him.
I feel sorry for you, Joe. I'm gonna do you a favor. You won't hear the bullets.
Who's he hiding from? Try to get his way to tap. Let's say all's fair and dry.
The only reason some people get lost in...
Sam. Yeah. Tell the captain I finished my interrogation.
It's him. The cop.
Miss Law?
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
My name is Susan Lowe. I'm a witness against Mr. Brown. I'm not.
I'm out of here.
I can't do it. Haven't I humiliated myself enough?
No one's done enough while he's still free.
I've been Mr. Brown's girl the past 4 years.
He met lots of girls. They were all crazy about him.
I'm not proud of it.
Then why'd you stay 4 years? Why'd you start?
I don't know. No, it's not true. I was told, but I just wouldn't believe.
Take a look at her, Alicia. Take a good look. You can see yourself 10 years ago. If you had only spoken up then, how different your life would have been. Because he killed you. He buried you alive. Because he's a murderer. That's all he is, a murderer.
Can you drive to this one?
He killed Grazia. You saw him do it, didn't you?
Besides, Grazia deserved to die.
And what about the girl he had killed 3 days ago? Did she deserve to die too? You remember the girl? The girl I told you about at the sanitarium, you remember?
No, I don't.
Then I'll refresh your memory. This girl.
To Arcane.
Someone he didn't know, never met, never saw. 11 bullets from her mother. The following morning, he ordered bacon and 2 eggs. Tell her, Susan. Tell her how he ate his bacon and eggs while he looked at the papers.
Are you drunk?
Saw the body of this girl lying in the morgue.
What the hell? About a week ago, you found.
Take him to the DA's office for statement. Brown.
Hey! Fuck you! You're a modest little kid. What be modest about?
583, call your station. Code 2. Captain? Captain, this is
I understand you, but thousands wouldn't.
I have a written habeas corpus for Mrs. Alicia Brown.
We have no Mrs. Brown here. This is Miss Anna Lee Jackson.
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mail.
Hello, Alicia.
Running.
Mister, a man like you always uses a battle of wits to control.
No use, we can't use her. Not every case.
You want for dinner tonight? Want burgers?
Sure.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Or do you want something else?
Burgers will do.
This is an act of panic. Mr. Brown is cracking. Sam, take the headquarters squad. Pick up Fanti and Mingo. First Dreyer, Rita, and McClure. They can't have alibis that'll stick for 3 murders.
Mingo, lay off of that stuff.
Fredo.
Lay off of that stuff, I told you.
7825, code 6.
Gotta eat something.
All units, officers, help. Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 4624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
I just can't take it anymore, Fanny. I can tell you my thumb's got an infection. It keeps aching worse than a sore tooth.
The cops catch us and like worse.
Cops, what do they prove?
They don't have to prove a thing. They got 3 warrants out for us, indictments for 3 rooms.
So what them indictments don't prove? Can they?
You know how long it would take for 3 murder trials. You'd be in jail for 3 years. They'll relax. Brown will get us out of town until the heat blows out, and then we can come back.
I don't know we're safe.
It's the safest place in the world. Nazi built this place in Prohibition days. Not even the Bell House knew it's here.
Sauer was telling me. When we get out, let's never come back.
I'm worried about us getting out of this
2
hotel.
more to go.
Cops will be looking for us in every closet.
Take it easy. Look, it's now 4 in the afternoon. 5:30 tomorrow morning, the cops change shifts in the alley. I'll come to you then.
You got us a car?
Everything's arranged. Just keep your heads and wait. I brought you some food.
Medical crazy.
You've both been good boys. There's enough money here to take care of you for a long time. Divide it even, and don't fight over it.
How much you think?
Mr. Brown's a generous man.
I'll tell you first.
Give it here.
Police are downstairs.
Bring me another bottle.
Mingo is still alive.
He can't be.
He is.
That thing's in Brown's vault. You got it. Take it back.
Get this, Mingo. Mingo, get this to me. Who killed the girl named Rita? Who killed McClure? Who paid you to do it?
Nobody.
You've got 3rd-degree burns, Mingo. You're dying.
I ain't gonna die.
It's not you. Enough, Fanny.
As the cannibals finished off eating the clown, one said, "Did that
Murdered. Why you ever tried to kill you? You haven't got much time, Mingo. Tell us who did it. Do it.
You don't think that's a waste of city resources having a patrol
Angel.
car follow you down here?
Only 1 left to go.
I'll stay. But not for you. Let's go ever.
How much time, Mingo? Who did it? Who killed the girl in my room? Who paid you to do it?
Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown. But what? Sam's been hurt. Shot.
I want you to clean your bathroom today. I'm not kidding.
Where
It's
is
gross,
he? The hospital.
disgusting.
You're right.
And I will, as soon as I'm finished with this stream.
this statement signed.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Where would he go to make it back?
You're a policeman. You find.
He's not alone. That's who's alone.
That's the guy. Heard he's an honest cop.
Yeah.
You got a problem, pal? Oh, wish I could afford that.
Wow, that looks like a beauty. I'm out of here.
The girl. Ooh, a shooting range. And well, guess that's it.